excuse me. Hi there, it's Janice Thompson from JazzleDazzleCrafts.com. I've come on today to start a new series of simple cards. Throughout April, I think I'll probably just concentrate on some simple cards using some just stamp sets and maybe the odd die, but I'm going to try and keep it very simple cards that you can make very quickly. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm always running out of time. I'm always chasing my tail. I maybe get a card made, but then I have to go to work and I don't get it in the envelope and ready, and I never get it posted on time. Nightmare. But that's me. That's who I am. Always been like that. I'm very organised in my head, but unfortunately somehow don't always manage to get it all. I do for other people, but when it's something I'm doing for me, it just never happens. Anyway, that's just a bit of rambling. So today, because I saw in this set, it said it's got quite a few little wee sentiments, but this one's got, a little birdie told me it was your birthday, and then a wee response to that is, obviously it wasn't an early bird. Well, that's probably me. So I thought that would make a quite a kind of funny, jokey type of belated card. Because belated cards are just what I need all the time. I should just have a wee stack of them. Anyway, let's just go for it. So that's the wee set. You can see it's got 3 different larger birds and 2 little birds that I think look they look a wee bit like wee budgerigars. But again, they could be little canaries or just any kind of bird out of your imagination. So, and we've got a branch and some leaves. We've got a wee party hat, a heart, and some little flowers and a balloon. So I think we'll probably over this month make more than one card with this set. But for today, I'm going to make a belated card. You've got, you're the kind of friend I'd share my branch with. Or still suspiciously young looking, I see. Just a little token of my appreciation, and there's a thank you. And there's a happy birthday, so you know, thank yous, happy birthdays, and belated birthdays. But anyway, what I've got today here is a spare piece of scrap of Whisper White. I've got two of the largest square in the stitch framelits dies. I've cut 2 of them. I'm going to do 2 pictures of birds with the 2 sentiments. I've got a layer of DSP. Now this designer series paper comes from the Tutti Frutti set, but it's just one of the ones that's just nice bright colours, which I thought would go well with the birds. A layer of garden green, and a base card is Pool Party. Just pulling some of the colours that are in the paper to do the basic card. So what I'm going to do is just make up the basic card right now. I'm just going to use some fast fuse. I'm waiting for my snail refills to come. Should have been here by now, but of course with Easter weekend everything's a bit behind. I'm going to turn the light a wee bit. I had moved the light because it was reflecting on the stamp set. I hope that's a bit better. Anyway, because Stampin' Up are going to be taking away the fast fuse, I think it's to do with a supply problem, but apparently it's not in the next catalogue, so I've ordered up some snails refills so that I'll use my snail a bit more frequently. I have to admit that after the offer that was on Fast Fuse earlier in the year, I stocked up. So I've kind of been using it for everything. That's okay. I'm just going to put this lovely bright stripy paper on as a layer here. Try and make it as straight as possible. Thing with fast fuses, you have no second chances with wet glue, which I have got some Tombow there as well, but I chose to use this. Right, so I'm going to do some stamping. Now what I'm going to do is do the greetings. First I'm going to use my Memento because I'm probably going to use my blend pens to colour in the birds. I haven't actually decided yet. So this is the sentiment. A little birdie told me it was your birthday. I'm just looking for my Pearson mat. I found when I'm stamping with the photopolymer, this is better. So I'm going, on this square I'm going to put the greeting up the top. I don't know if this is going to be straight. When I'm not filming, I actually stand up and look right through the block when I do this. It's close enough. A little birdie told me it was your birthday. And this one, obviously it wasn't. An early bird says a sarcastic bird. Okay, so we'll put these over for cleaning. Now I'm going to build up a branch on each one for the birds to sit on. So don't know where the bird's going to sit. Let's put it like that. I'm just making this picture up as I go along, as you can see. Oh, if I move that, are you able to see that? Yes. So one branch on that one, and we'll have another branch on this one. Do this one this way round. Now, just trying to get all the stamping done so that it can dry. This wee guy's going to sit on this branch, maybe about there. There we go. I don't know what the mark is, I'll need to probably ink, knowing me, but I don't know what it is. I think it is a bit of glue, but it's a bit persistent. So that's that wee guy there sitting on the branch, and we'll take, maybe put a bit more greenery on his branch for him. That'll be fine. So that, put that to dry till it gets cleaned. And then this one, I'm actually going to stamp this bird twice, the big parrot. Well, I think it's a parrot, that kind of bird anyway. I'm going to have to pull it closer to me to see, I'm sorry about that, till I line it up. So what I'm trying to do is find a bit where his feet can look like they're on the branch, but his head's not on the writing. Didn't think that one out properly, but there we go. Alright, then I'm going to stamp him again and cut him out. Okay, so I think that's all my stamping done. Do you think he needs a bit branch or two maybe? Will we put a wee bit extra? Maybe this tree could have some leaves over this way. There we go. Okay, so I'll put the lid on the ink. I probably could have done the stamping before I made the card up, but I'm a bit naughty that way. I'm not too happy with this wee mark, but it just doesn't want to. That's not going to go, is it? Oh well, that's going to have to ignore it because we don't have that much time. So I'm going to quickly cut this out, just a quick bit of fussy cutting, but it's actually quite easy to do because I'm not going to cut the feet, because the feet are on the picture, so that's okay. It's just so, because if you notice on the picture, his tail's not wholly on it, but we're going to want, I want to have all these tail feathers in this, so I really am just cutting around this really quickly. Get the extra paper out of the way. Forgive me for being quiet, but I'm concentrating. Don't want to cut his tail off. Excuse me. Okay, sorry about the break in the film. My daughter phoned me, so I thought I'd better answer it. So, I just finished fussy cutting out this wee bird and I've chopped off his feet. So, I'm just going to very quickly do the colouring. I'm using my blends just now. Now, I'm sorry to have to tell you, but the blends are probably not available until the end of May now. There has been a supply problem. However, I know that a lot of you have already got them, so I don't have the marker pens, but well, I do have some of the marker pens. Wait a minute, what I do have, but they're not here at the moment. I was thinking I could have used my watercolour pencils. Bear with me, because I don't think it's fair to be using something that's not available to you right now. How about, I'll put my blends away until they're available and not torment you. However, if you already have blends, of course, you can use them for this job. So I think I'll do it with the Wink of Stella and my watercolour pencils. So that's what crafting's about, just making up your mind as you go along. So we'll do this wee guy first, and I'm just going to add some yellow onto his main body. The good thing with the watercolour pencils is you don't have to. Are you seeing this? Okay, I'll put my pencils out. Is that better? Can you? It's not like you can shout at me if I've not got it showing properly. I'm just using two colours on this wee guy. I don't know what kind of bird he is, maybe some kind of cockatiel or something like that. Probably should have done a cut out of him as well, sorry. Anyway, so you can either take your Wink of Stella, that's what I do, just make sure, yeah, the colour that was last used with it isn't. And this works like the blender pen. And it just spreads the colour out. This then will give the bird a bit of a sparkle. And then it looks like I've painted them. And because I used the Memento ink, that's okay. So just use your scratch paper and just rub the point till it's clean. And then we're just going over the yellow. If you feel you need a bit more colour in, you just add the colour with your pencil. And put a bit more yellow towards the edge here. And just blend it in with my Wink of Stella. I do have, I was going to say, we also have blender pens. These are double-sided, and you could use one of these with your watercolour pencils as well. We'll do that with the leaves, and I'm going to use Old Olive here. So just a wee touch of colour on each one. And then the blender blends it out, and that way you get varying shades so it looks a bit more realistic. Just a blob, and using the blender equally you can use the aqua painter, but because I'm just using normal Whisper White card, it does work, but you're better if you're going to use your aqua painters to use them on watercolour paper or the shimmery white paper. So I'm going off at the weekend to Stampin' Up! Corporate event, which is called On Stage. I'm going along, and I will have lots of crafty fun with fellow demonstrators. But the other benefit of going along to On Stage is this time I will be getting a preview of the new catalogue that comes out at the beginning of June, so that I can then start to prepare things to show you guys. So I'm just going to do, oh there's the one I cut out. See, I've lost a parrot that I cut out. I'm just going to pop the olive green into the leaves on this branch while I've got my olive green pencil available. I mean, you can be all arty about it, but for me this is just a fun card, so it's really just about introducing some colour to it. I'm not particularly trying to be artistic here. And as I've said in most of my other videos, once I start colouring, I go really quiet. But I was telling you about going to On Stage with all my fellow demonstrators. We'll have, as I say, one part of it is seeing some of the new products that are going to be coming out to you in the 1st of June, and we will have an opportunity to buy some of them so that we can start demonstrating to you immediately the catalogue comes out, because we'll have had a chance to practice. And the parrot, because I'm going to put this one on top, I don't need to colour this one in, so I'm just going to colour the cutout one again. I'm going to give him a really bright beak and a bit of bright orange on his tail. What other bright colours have we got in here? What will we give him? Will we give him a red wing? Lots of red at the top, and then we'll let the blender pull the rest down. What else have I got? With a nice bright pink here, what could we... Could make him a really gaudy... Give him a pink tail feather, will we? And... how's about a really bright blue here? This is just a bird of my imagination, not necessarily based on any real creation. Okay, and some yellow into his face. I'm going to give him a nice bright yellow face. Maybe a bit more orange in there. Right, we'll take, well, I'll do this with the, I think we'll do with the Wink of Stella. Now I need to do just one colour at a time. I'm hoping you can see. This will make him really quite sparkly using the Wink of Stella. So he'll be a sparkle bird. Just taking that yellow, that orange, sorry, and filling out the space, then just clean. If I should have had a piece of kitchen roll ready, but I haven't, so it is what it is. So a wee pink flash of pink in his tail, and then we'll take the wing, take the colour from the top. As you see, the Wink of Stella, as well as leaving it sparkle behind, is taking the colour with it, so we've kind of got a faded effect. Then clean it off again and just do the yellow on his face. And I've cleaned the yellow off, and now I'm just going to do the blue bit of his body. So we'll just be able to call him Sparkle Bird. And what the Wink of Stella is lifting, it's blending the colour in, but it's also lifting some so that we're bringing it down here. Okay, so wee Sparkle Bird, and we have some, yes, I knew I did have some. Do I have a pokey tool? What a mess I get in. Some of the mini dimensionals, these are really quite cute, and when you're working with smaller critters or shapes. Perfect. I've got some that I've cut in half here, so I can put that down on his tail. So, and then just lift the backing off. There, what do you think? Sparkly bird. We'll put the ends out the way. We'll get the base card back in. Whoops. So we're going to put them like that. I'm going to have to put some kind of gem or something on. I think that looks quite good. A little bird, you told me it was your birthday. Obviously it wasn't an early bird. So this one needs to go on flat. So just a bit of fast fuse for that one. That's the wrong fast fuse. Where's the one that's got some in? I always have two around because as soon as you're busy, they're always going to run out. So this one goes at a kind of angle there. That's not what was doing. That isn't. It's going to have to be. What have I done? I wasn't. Oh, it was meant to be that way, wasn't it? Oh, don't think it'll move either. Can I get it off, do you think? No, I don't think so. Right, we're just going to have to go with it, and this one will just have to... Just going to have to do something a bit creative. It's not quite what I planned, but not paying attention, am I? See, if I do that like that's going to cover him. Not entirely happy with that, but I don't think I can get this one off. Maybe, just let's see. How much tape did I put on it? Let's see if we can coax it off, because I'm not terribly happy with it. Composition is all... If I wreck my card, I wreck my card. We'll just have to start again, won't we? It's nearly there, there's just one wee bit. Ew, I don't want to tear the paper, because then... Well, it has torn the paper, and this is a bit bent, but I still think I can make it better. Now, it's not at all the composition I planned, but at the moment it's making the best of a bad job. But hey, it's still a card. Nobody knows what I thought I was going to do. Hang on till I just see if I've got a couple of wee gems to add here. This is just a wee trick. If you do have a wee dirty mark, which you can see I have got there, you can just add a wee gem. See, I've got some of the wee metallic gold stars here, I think. That'll just... That mark is bothering me a bit. You can carve. What do you think? Another one there? And we can put a 2, 3 up, one up there, one there. Just put that one there. And that's the gold stars used up. Okay, dirty mark sorted, composition slightly skew riff, but hey, what do you think? Really nice little card that you can use for a belated birthday. A little bird told me it was your birthday. Obviously, it wasn't an early bird. So again, you can write a wee story inside saying I'm sorry for being late. I would have preferred that round the other way, but do you know what? I keep saying it is what it is. That's what we've done today. So thanks for putting up with me and staying to the end of the video. Please subscribe below and please leave me some comments. And don't be too unkind. I was a bit distracted and I've messed up my composition, but do you know what? It's not that bad. It does the job. Thanks very much. After I stopped the video, I had to sort this out, so I took it off and turned it around. I didn't want to do it on film in case I got in a real fangle and mess and ruined it all together, but when I stopped, the composition just wasn't right for me. The birds just were squares, if they're going to be ski width, for me they had to be kind of opposite a bit, if you see what I mean. So I've sorted it now, and it makes me happy, so I hope it makes you happy, and I hope you can laugh with me. Please subscribe to my channel. I don't always make a botch of things, and there will be lots more cards coming up over the next few weeks to show you some simple cards. Thank you very much.